Hi, this is Second Story Garage. I'm here with Shon and Cherie from Plume Varia, Denver band, dream pop, I guess you'd say. Lots of electronics and keyboard and bass. And we were just having a really interesting conversation. I want to come back to this for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're high school sweethearts.
We are.
From Michigan, did you say?
We met in Michigan. We were on Air Force Base there. Both of our fathers were in the Air Force.
Gotcha.
So we were in different places, but at the time we met in Michigan, Air Force Base in high school.
Were you playing music back then in high school?
Not at all. Not a lick. I always wanted to play. Actually, I always wanted to play bass. I always wanted to be like a punk bassist.
I mean, I always sang around with my Mariah Carey CDs, like in my living room. No.
But we got married right out of high school, and we had kids right at the same time, and so we spent like most of our 20s just raising kids and doing all that stuff. And it wasn't really until they were older and needed us less that.
How old are they now?
They just finished their first year of college.
Wow.
They're coming up on 19. Yeah, they're 18. And so we, once they were a little older, we got some guitar and bass, and then we just started dabbling.
Nobody told you that you're supposed to do that the other way around, right?
We've learned.
You know what, though?
All our friends are in their early 20s.
Well, if your kids are in school now, you probably have all the time
I
in the world to
swear
be rock
we did it
stars.
right. Yeah, it didn't feel like it when we were dirt poor in 22, but I swear we did it right, because now, we're able to go out there and the kids are all good.
You could be setting a new model. And this is very encouraging for a lot of people.
Yes, the 1960s model, I think, is what they call it.
You're proving them wrong.
Right.
So let's talk about black and white.
Yes.
Black and white seems to be a big part of your image.
It is.
I mean, I was on your Instagram account, and you might be the only band whose entire Instagram account is black and white photos. So is this something like you sit down and talk about your image? Like, we're just like your instruments are black and white. You're wearing black and white. And that's, by the way, why I wore gray today, because I figured it's like just a
So we were in a band previously to this one, and when we got together to create this project, we had really particular ideas about what that would look like and what it would sound like, and the importance of sort of identifying what your kind of aesthetic is, which is nothing we'd considered before, as a way to sort of segregate yourself from the masses. So I've wanted to change it many times. I mean, it gets controversial.
we were always really into the idea of a band, like looking like a band. When you go to perform, if you're a performer and you're going on stage and you're wanting to capture people's attention, we always like the idea of presentation. And so when we started this, we talked about what do we want to what do we want to look like what do we want to present. And I naturally, in my own work, actually we both do, we pretty much wear black all the time anyway. And so we're like, well, what if we do a black and white thing? And then we just loved the theme, so we stuck with it. And like she says, she's often
seems like maybe wavering.
she's often trying to say, I think I want to get a red dress for this
I am
show.
often saying that.
And
he says no.
I'm always objecting.
One advantage maybe, when you actually do wear some color, like any band does on any given night. When you do it though, it's going to be an event. It's going to be momentous.
I don't know. It'll be an event to me.
Does this come from your kind of obsessive personality, Shon?
Yes, it does. It absolutely comes with my need to have everything just so.
Yeah.
So I love the idea of just keeping with the theme and going, and one of the reasons actually I feel this way, when we had our first band, this was in Minnesota, I would wear a tie and shirt and she would always look nice, and we played, and we went to a show and I had somebody come up to me and another band that we were playing with, and they instantly were like, oh, I knew it was you. I could just recognize you from pictures I've seen. And so it just kind of stuck with me that if you present an aesthetic to the world, it's helping to brand yourself, I guess. It's helping
people
to
recognize us on the street last year at UMS. They're like, hey, Plume Varia. Hi.
So there's not any deep-seated meaning. It's just we naturally wear all black all the time anyway.
I think Cherie just conceded the point. Being recognized on the street, it's a fact. Well, do you know the band Spells?
Yes.
From Denver? I saw them at South by Southwest in March, and they all wear white pants, and at this show, I don't know if they do this every show, but they had like matching shirts, which were just like multicolored shirts, and they all had the same one, and it makes an impression.
It does.
And it's kind of fun.
It
adds some theater,
right,
to what you're watching.
And that's what we wanted to initially as well, because in our songs we're utilizing electronics and some backing tracks, and so we wanted to give. And a lot of our songs are slower, down-tempo, and have more ambient qualities, which doesn't always work in like a rowdy bar kind of situation. So we wanted to give people at least something to look at as well, and kind of present the whole package.
Something for the eyes and the ears. So last question. This episode's going to come out after you play Red Rocks tomorrow, but you are playing Red Rocks tomorrow.
We are playing Red Rocks tomorrow.
For, what is it called? Film
on the Rocks. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question. What do you do in the next 24 hours to prepare to step on the Red Rock stage?
It started like last week where you have to identify what are we going to play. This isn't the place to like get experimental, you want to like know your songs.
Yeah. Right. Which you did at Second Story Garage
We
today.
did today.
Well, you wrote that song
a couple nights ago, yeah.
Tentatively called Home. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to do it at Second Story Garage. But when you play it at Red Rocks, no, that's serious. No, I'm just kidding. So what do you do?
Anyway, so just picking kind of the songs that we're really well versed in, and trying to not freak out.
We've just been playing the set. It's
I've
30
been like
minutes.
incessantly watching the weather, like every day, to the point where it's probably unhealthy.
Right.
There's a 60% chance of rain.
Yeah, rain or shine.
It's not going to rain. It's not going to rain. You're going to go on that stage, and it's going to be, I don't know.
Perfect.
Starlight probably, right? Because it's after dark. Anyway, have a great time.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in today.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We did bring something for you.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have.
Well, I'll just explain.
We have two things.
I mean, first of all, I love to bake, and so I baked you guys some cookies.
I'll take
and
that.
I even made them black and white to keep with our theme, but I kind of crushed them in the car.
So it's like a big cookie ball, basically, right now.
Just nibble at it,
Black and white cookies. Even their baking is black and white. Plume Varia.
Yeah, and this.
May I?
Yeah.
I'm just going
to. And this guy is a thing we've had in our studio mainly as decoration, but technically does work since we very first started making music.
Yeah.
And it's
not black or white.
It's a vintage mic. It's very often, it's blues harmonica players love it. They'll separate all this off. As you can see, it's been done many times, and then they'll use this as a harmonica mic.
Yeah.
And it actually, this has been unwired, but this technically does work. If you plug it in, it'll work. We think it would look really cool in your.
I think it would too, but I just had the thought that I think I kind of need a desk now. Put this on the desk.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
That's the exact style. Yeah.
That's what's next.
And we had to get rid of it because it's green. So
it's just
things just clicked.
Well, lucky us.
So it's yours.
Yeah. If you have any other like non-black or white equipment in your studio, we've got a home for it.
Great.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was
Thanks
fun.
for playing your music for us.
Thank you.
This is Second Story Garage.